live. What is up?
What's up?
I'm Anthony Lee, aka Full-Time Tony, with my guy JC Coates here. Today we have the wonderful, the powerful Tyson Burkett from Cavalera. What's up, bro? How we doing?
Guys, I'm great. You?
I'm awesome. So listen, bro, what's going on with all these drinks in the cannabis industry, man? What's popping? It's popping off right now. It's getting crazy.
Absolutely. That was our main claim to fame. We're the first cannabis cocktail, but now there's 50 other drinks, but we knew that was coming.
You think that's the future of cannabis?
I think it's a part of the future. I don't think flour, anything like that, concentrates, I don't think any of that's ever going to go away, but definitely think drinks are a part of the future. I mean, it's just a better way to consume when a lot of people don't like to smoke, you know, so you can pop one, put it in a cocktail, put it in your smoothie, you know, whether you're healthy-wise or party-wise, it don't matter. I mean, you always have a way to take your medicine.
100%. And so so Kalvara, give me us a little background on what that is, what that product, when you guys founded that and whatnot.
We founded it, I think we're going on almost 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
It was 2.5 to 3 years ago. We've been on shelves a little over a year now in Vegas. And it really started with an idea. Some of my partner's friends are the guys that started Tea of a Kind, which they use the vessel technology, which that seals all your flavors and nutrients, everything. And for our case, the THC seals everything in nitrogen in the cap, so it keeps it fresh. There's no oxygen, no light gonna get to it. As soon as you twist it, it infuses your drink. We use emulsification to break down the THC just so that it's absorbed versus metabolized. And that way it onsets in about 5 to 10 minutes. It kicks in quick, it's healthy.
It's quick. It is quick. I've had them a couple times before. I like them a lot. They set in fast. I know you make cocktails with them, JC.
I have made cocktails with them.
We watched you fail hard.
My ninja. You did fail.
Try to open that thing. What happened? You getting arthritis in the hands already?
So sometimes I think I can still bartend. You know, and I make videos as a bartender with the cannabis cocktail.
That's how you flip them bottles over.
I know.
I'm pretty sure I named.
You want to do a trick real quickly with the Cavalera bottle?
I think you should.
So what's good?
Here's the thing. Let's just open it. I think just opening this product alone.
Yeah, crack it. Crack it for the screen, and then make sure you point it at the camera.
See this thing right here.
And simultaneous?
Do it simultaneously.
On your mark, get set, go. Bam!
Ooh,
you just get a little aggressive with it. You just get a little aggressive.
So it's crazy, right? So here's the thing, right? It's a cannabis cocktail. It's a cannabis drink, but really it's almost like a really innovative. It's almost more of an innovative product than it is just
absolutely
a product in the cannabis cocktail category.
Well,
right?
we're very proud of the technology, and that's one of the main things with it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of other drinks that are doing emulsification now, which they should be.
A lot of companies should be doing emulsification.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's almost necessary at this point.
I think it is.
What kind of process of extraction are you guys doing? How's that? We
outsource our oil.
Oh, okay.
But our oil has to be above 93%. That's the stickler. You know what I mean? So we just make sure if it's 93 and up, we're good. Then our formula works. Everything balances out. You know what I mean? Of course, we have to make the batch, then fill the caps. We actually make the batch, send it off for testing, make sure the THC is correct, no microbes, and then we start filling caps. We've got a very high dollar lab it's mobile. It's all on wheels. We knew starting this thing out, we were going to launch multiple states with one lab, so you can't cross state lines with product, but you can with equipment. Yeah. So we load up trucker style and we haul this lab across country. I drove it from Cali. My buddy Mike drove it from here to New Mexico. And like I said, I fly to New Mexico Tuesday. We got production there, and then we'll load it up and take it to Colorado.
So, and how many states do you guys operate in now?
3 right now.
That's awesome.
Then we also have Canada's about to launch, Ohio, Michigan, Florida's close, Oklahoma's close, of course, California. So we're fixing to be nationwide.
So what does that look like? Fixing a launch, right?
The launch.
Break it down. What's it look like?
We did a huge launch in Vegas, of course, because they let me kind of pick what we wanted to do. So
okay.
You saw my birthday. I go big or go home. I don't usually go home. We did it big. We did it on UFC Fight Night. We had the UFC mansion at first. We actually got somebody in the industry. You know how that goes. Mm-hmm. A little tattletale.
Of course.
Mm.
We lost our venue 3 days before the launch party, which we had caterers, bartenders.
Been there.
Yeah,
we have last weekend or weekend before, whatever that was.
Last month, 2 months ago.
Yes.
And so here I'm gonna crack this bad boy open right now. You guys took it off. It comes in this really dope packaging.
And every state's different with the packaging.
Obviously just due to regulations, right?
For sure.
But it comes off real nicely, and that pops right in there, man.
Bam.
I mean, here's what's
cocktail.
interesting.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Yes, sir.
Last weekend, Derek brought beers on. Now we got cannabis cocktails.
I didn't know we could bring beer out of
So we're currently at the Wrigley Studio here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a great guy named Rick who helps put on these podcasts. He's in my ear right now. If you guys can tell, I feel like a newscaster a little bit.
You kind of look like a newscaster.
I'm sorry, Rick. What was that one more time? Rachel Studios. I'm sorry. So shout out to Rick. He allows us to come do it. So So Tyson, where are you from, man?
I grew up in New Mexico.
You grew up in New Mexico.
New Mexico.
You kind of have like
rancher.
a little bit of a southern draw too.
Oh, definitely grew up in the South. Grew up cowboying.
Definitely have
ranching.
that southern hospitality for sure.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah.
I wish everybody had that.
Yeah, and I feel like I think that's why you do so well in this industry is because of that hospitality. I feel like the cannabis industry right now can be lacking that sometimes, right?
Very much.
I mean, I don't know how you feel about that, JC, but
it depends on which kind of family you're running with. Because ours, we're all nice and cool.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But you do run into, well, of course, there's bad seeds in every industry.
Yeah, a couple jackasses for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
but they get weaned out.
Yeah, they do get weaned out, which is good, man.
This is what gets me about this thing, right? So it's you meet there's all kinds of products now in the cannabis space, right? It's almost endless, right? With the edibles and now the cocktails and the drinks and the joints and all this stuff, and it's like this is such. I mean, to me, right? And I know it's not rocket science, right? But there's definitely not an innovative product out there like
science
this that's
game.
got the science and the experience and the whoosh, right, and all that stuff, and then it hits you in 5 minutes, so it kind of puts out that whole edible problem when you eat it, and does it hit you for an hour later? This is hitting you right away. I mean, how do you end up in such an innovative space, right? As opposed to guys that are just entering in the market with like vapes or joints or gummies, right?
That was one of our main goals, was precise dose. Because we've all had too many gummies at one point, or ate too big a brownie, or made that magic butter that was a little bit too magic, and you're knocking out your friends left and right,
And not from slap boxing.
Not from slap boxing, straight from a brownie. But that was one of our main goals, precise dose, because especially people coming to Vegas, tourists, they're coming here, they know weed's recreational, they're excited, they're pumped, they've never done anything except buy weed from a guy behind a 7-Eleven, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never knowing what they're getting, never seen a THC percentage. So they're coming out here, they walk into these dispensaries, money, hands and fists, give me everything. Well, you go back to the room, wifey starts popping gummies, nothing's happening, so she eats some more gummies. By the time dinner rolls around, she's done. Lights out, Cub Scout, spins, pukes, hates Vegas, hates weed, hates you, you're ruined.
Yeah.
She's probably never going to come back to Vegas with you. And it's all because of dosing, you know what I mean? Which, that was one of our goals. Keep it right, keep it tight, and get them high.
And so that led you on a path to this
absolutely
nitrogen flavor capped technology, right? And so did you guys develop the technology? Is it already out there?
No, it's called Vessel. Vessel's the name of the company that does the caps, and they're our partners. And that's my partner Mike. He was at a wedding for one of the guys that runs Tea of a Kind. And they were sitting there and they had Tea of a Kind all over the table, and he goes, well, why don't we put THC in that? And that's literally the day Kalvara was born.
Nice.
And that was about 3 years ago.
That's the best type of way a business starts.
Well, when you know it's good, and you hear it and you feel it, you just know it's good, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and that was the main thing. I got the phone call from my main partner, Kendall. He lives in New Mexico. We grew up together, and he's one of our main investors, and he called me and said, well, as I told him forever, I wanted to go in the weed business, which I'd already been in the weed business, but definitely not legally. But he called me and said, well, I think I got something for you. I was like, yeah, what is it? He said, why don't you drive down to New Mexico tomorrow? So I hauled ass from Texas, drove down there, met with him, showed me my first bottle of Cavalera I'd ever seen. It was a bigger bottle, same cap though, and I twisted it, and boom, me and him and my buddy Eggs, we chugged one right there and loved it since. And that was the stipulation. He's like, well, I'm going to need you to move to Vegas.
What were you doing before, right?
I did hospice care.
Okay. Wow, what a jump, yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely not doing the care. I had teams of nurses and chaplains and social workers, but I did the marketing side, the business development, and went chase doctors and hospitals and death every day.
Yeah.
You better have weed.
So what's your your relationship with cannabis, right? Did you start at a young age? Did you pick it up a little bit later? I mean, I know you're from New Mexico. I don't know how prevalent the cannabis industry was out there illegally, I guess, at that time.
I don't even remember her name, so I can't get her in trouble. But my babysitter got us high when we were about 13, I think, 12 or 13. We were young enough to still have a babysitter. She used to show us her boobs and get us high. So she's the best babysitter ever.
She sounds amazing.
You know,
Doesn't sound like you have a babysitter.
but I mean, I played college ball and high school football. So
nice.
I mean, I'd smoked in month segments.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So
Like
you
we'd
didn't
be
get
through
drug tested.
season, and
Yeah.
exactly, we're always facing the NCAA and trying to be clean and using somebody else's pee usually. But
What position did you play?
I played center.
Center.
Played center, yeah.
I could just see you as a linebacker, just mean.
I probably
guess-
should have been. You
Yeah,
know,
centers
but
are pretty mean too, though.
I was very mean. I was fast and strong and mean, and came from the ranch. I wrestled 350-pound cows every summer and all summer and hay bales. Those guys weren't ready for me when I came out of summer. I didn't go summer vacation. I went to summer work.
Where'd you play ball at?
Eastern New Mexico.
Eastern New Mexico.
Greyhounds. That was why I kind of got away with it because I'm short. You know, I'm barely 6 foot and was weighing 230 in college, which everybody I went against 6'4", 350.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, but
Big boys.
I was quick and strong and so I guess smarter than them.
Do you see any like past injuries or anything of that nature that that happened in football like be helped with cannabis today?
I guarantee you it helps me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it does. And I've got some really good friends. My buddy Pete Hawkins, he's a bareback rider. Went to the national finals 4 or 5, I don't know how many times, but he's broke his back, his neck, his legs shattered. I mean, he's got a picture of his leg shattered with 15, 20 screws in it. And I mean, we talked about it the other day on the phone. He's just like, man, I guarantee you I wouldn't be held together right now. He's like, I've never taken pills. I've never done any of that. Never been an alcoholic, but he's like, I smoke weed every day, and he said, and I feel good.
Is that prevalent in that community? The
Rodeo?
Like, yeah, like, is that cannabis?
More than people know. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely the group, but those guys need it more than anybody.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely.
those guys, they're getting wrecks every day. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
Imagine getting thrown off a bull into a fence, coming in hot, and then 1,500 pounds coming at you trying to stomp you.
Yeah, no, that's
I
not
mean,
that not for me.
Definitely want to join after.
Or a
I don't know,
Kalvara.
Seal smoothie,
Yeah,
a Calvara,
yeah.
and a joint. I'll be
Yeah.
fine. But no, I really, cause I blew my knee, you know, and I mean, I broke everything. And I grew up ranching. I grew up rough, you know. I mean, I had a lot of fights and fun and being a kid and growing up. So I mean, I definitely think that it's helped me a lot, and I know I'll never stop.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's the medicine of the future in a sense, right? And you guys have made a wonderful product to dose that out and whatnot.
yeah, appreciate it.
So what's the future of Cavalera look like?
We've got some cool things coming. I mean, we're working on right now. Of course, we don't have a 100 milligram option yet.
Of course.
And that's all I hear from these buyers in town. Oh, where's your 100 milligram? I'm like, you can't handle 100 milligrams. I've tried it. It's get your boots on. But we're doing a thing now. We're working just the caps. Because y'all seen me in party settings. I mean, I just run around with a pouch full of caps.
Yeah, you got the swag bag on.
Exactly. I can get a party high in about 30 minutes. 300 people. So, I mean, I've always thought that from the very beginning, that's where it was going to go. And we've got some new innovative stuff coming out with like grips on the side to where you can just grip it and do it.
Oh, nice.
We got the breakers, which y'all see me run around with. You know, it's not the safe way, but you can cut the top off the bottle and use that as a breaker. If you're weak-handed.
Oh, yeah. And put it in anything, right?
Absolutely. Put it in any drink. You know what I mean? That's where I've seen it going, and my partners agree too. I mean, we're trying to push towards that direction because we want a 100 milligram option. And plus, that's going to cut costs on us, so we can drop the price a little bit.
Yeah.
Get it in more people's hands. And
What do these retail at usually?
we sell them for about $5 wholesale.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in Vegas, they range from 10 to 15
$15. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, people coming to town.
They're perfect.
That's what I tell people. I'm like, you go across that strip, every cocktail you buy is going to be $17 to $18.
Oh yeah.
This one's 14 and it gets you high for an hour. What's that one cocktail going to do for you?
Nothing.
Unless you put a Kalvara in it.
Oh yeah.
Make
unless
you want to have another one.
Crossfade is real.
And so you've been in the culture and cannabis experience for a while now. What do you feel like? The culture. How do you feel about the culture out here compared to coming from New Mexico? And you're in a bunch of different states as well, right?
Absolutely.
You're traveling a lot. How do you feel about that difference between the cultures here compared to everywhere else?
Colorado's definitely different than here. You know what I mean? But New Mexico is pretty much on the same lines. I mean, of course, it's not as strict there yet. It's still medical. So we actually do 25s there.
Oh,
caps,
nice.
You know, so I mean, but it's about to go rec, so that's gonna flip in I think January. But as for the culture, I mean, I love Vegas. I love you guys. You know what I mean? We've really got a cool kind of family out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have fun. We do our events together. It's just, it's a family. You know what I mean? Colorado, you have to dress like it. You dress like you're going to go snowboarding or something like that, and everybody will accept you eventually. You know, but I got some great friends in Colorado. It's just, if you're not local, they look at you different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vegas, we're all transplants, pretty much.
Yeah, I might be the only person that was born and raised here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I met one Uber driver and you. That's it.
Speaking of family, we want to give a quick shout out to my mom. It was her birthday yesterday. She turned. I don't want to say her age on TV. She probably
27, right?
Yeah, 27. No,
27.
that make me like super young, so I wouldn't be able to be legally here on
Happy
this
birthday,
month.
Mom.
Yes. Happy birthday to Lisa Lee. Shout out to you for birthing me. Appreciate it.
Yes.
But yeah, so the cannabis family, man. I mean, you know, it's definitely prevalent out here. I mean, I feel like we're always hanging out. Us. Is that like that in other cultures? You know, do you feel that like in the Colorado culture?
Some. I mean, it's just different. It really is. I mean, Vegas and Reno especially too. Like, I love Reno.
Oh yeah, Reno's the
Reno's
best.
so fun.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so much more relaxed there than they're not after you trying to throw you in jail. I mean, you're on a patio smoking a joint.
Yeah, smell
It's
you
gonna
later.
be okay.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't think this is gonna kill anybody right now.
No, Reno's the best. I mean, I was born and raised in Vegas, lived up in Reno. That's where we first met.
Yes,
Reno's
sir.
fucked till the day I die. But you know, and you can, I can kind of see the meshing of the culture starting to happen from
It
Las
is.
Vegas to Reno.
It is.
You know, people are starting to go, like people from Las Vegas starting to go up there as like a getaway almost, right?
Yeah.
Kind of get out of the rat race for a little bit, go
For
sit by the
sure.
river, smoke a joint, drink
Very
Calvara. Yeah, man, it's
Tahoe right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's almost like cannabis did a lot of that, right? Because a lot of the cannabis industry is driving up north, and a lot of people that probably never would have went up there.
Oh yeah.
But okay, so what's your title at Kalvara?
My title, actual title,
Do you
I
have
my
titles
business
or-
card. I
yeah.
think it's Nevada brand manager. I think.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so what does that look like day to day?
Day to day, I'm busy. I mean, Tony's Reno as fuck. I'm busy as fuck. It never stops, man. I mean, it's one thing to another. I wear a lot of hats. I mean, especially when we started this, because I was the only one here. I mean, I was doing the marketing, we're doing the production, we're doing the manufacturing, we're doing the distribution. I mean, everything
Sales.
you can imagine. The sales, yeah. I mean, I did it all, and now thank God I got me a sales manager.
Nice.
Katie, y'all met
Okay.
Katie.
Yes, Katie.
Super cool.
Yeah, very awesome.
Yep, she's good with people. I mean, and that's gonna be big help. Loosen me up a little bit more, which I don't think it's really gonna loosen me up. I think it's gonna make me busier because now they're like, oh yeah, fly here, fly now, let's go.
Nice.
So, jet set, and here we go.
Do you like that? Do you like,
I
popping
do.
up- You feel, I know I always feel more accomplished when I'm always just going, right?
Oh, yeah.
And there's some times where I wish, like, oh God, I wish I had just an extra hour to focus a little bit on this, but it's kind of good because it allows you not to second guess yourself when,
Exactly.
when you make decisions. You're like,
Exactly.
this is a decision and we're going for it.
When you're always gone, it's always good to be home.
Yeah.
You know? So
No, it's true. It's true. And so home for you right now is Las Vegas.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's probably 3 homes. I mean, here in Texas and New Mexico for sure. New Mexico will always be home, but that's just 'cause my mom's there, But
Yeah.
Vegas for sure is home right now. I mean, I would love to be in the British Virgin Islands, but
But you're
we're going to sell more Cavalera than that. We'll get there, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. So
We'll get
it
there.
gets incepted in the inception happens in New Mexico.
Yes,
right?
sir.
With some sounds like the homies, right? That you grew
Oh,
up
yeah,
with,
absolutely.
You know?
I mean,
So it's
I
almost-
grew up with Kendall. I mean, him and my mom are almost best friends. They live in the same place up in the mountains, and we've known each other since grade school, for
And
sure.
then so you launched in New Mexico first.
Launched here first.
And okay,
came
so
here. This is
so
the
you
first
got
day
it.
we
and
got
they're
licensed.
Like, and they're like, Tyson, we're sending you out to Vegas.
Exactly.
You
how
got to
it
make it
went.
happen, brother.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And then so you got boots on the ground out here. You're basically by yourself, and you just got to build it.
For sure. And I mean, I really did it at parties. I mean, I just like I still do. I'd
Yeah.
go to a bar or a party or anything I could go to, any events, bag full of caps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there at the first, we were very limited. Like I may have had 6 caps and roll around with those for a month. And I mean, I'm not popping one on them unless I'm with Rohan Marley or something, Like, all right, I'll show you this.
Yeah.
But I
That's
mean,
where we met. We met at Culture and Cannabis,
Yeah.
one of the events.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or,
No, we met at the
we met at
the
the
Cannabis Convention. So the Reno Cannabis Convention is an event that I put on every
that
year.
is where we met.
Yes.
Yeah, at the after party.
Yeah.
maybe the coolest conference ever.
You know
pretty
what?
dope.
You know what, Tyson? I gotta give it to you, man. I think you have the best ROI at anywhere you go, just because of your personality. And I was thinking about this for the podcast today. I wanted to bring this up. So many people complain all the fucking time about everything, about small details. Tyson is the complete opposite. Be more like fucking Tyson. When you go to something, make the most of it. The cannabis convention will do like 3,000 people. It's not MJ BizCon. We're not doing 30 to 40,000 people there. But Tyson made a connection with every single person in that building, and that's why Kalvara is doing well.
Oh man, it was so much fun.
Yeah, dude. So I just definitely want to touch on that, because I feel like so many people complain all the time about like stupid shit.
It's toxic.
It's toxic, man. Toxic, man. And I remember too. Every single person came up to me who's like, "What's that booth with all those like hot girls over there?" Like it's like a nightclub.
They're playing Drake really loud.
Yeah. All these concerned white people are like,
Yes.
Can they be doing that? I'm like, yes, that's the whole point of the convention.
Well, booths started moving towards us.
Yes.
We drew them in. No, that was definitely one of the most fun conferences. The MJ Biz is so crazy and
Oh, it's nuts.
just nonstop. You talk to 5,000 people in an afternoon.
Oh yeah,
and
so many ideas, business transactions, so many things are happening during that. That's happening December 13th.
during the NFR this year, the second weekend of the NFR.
Oh really?
That's gonna be a crazy week.
It's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be a lot of fun though.
I'll probably have 1,000 friends in town for the NFR.
1,000?
1,000. And then put me to work too at the same time. It's gonna be interesting.
During that same time, you think there's gonna be a lot of crossover with that?
Oh, for sure.
MJ Biz and the rodeo guys.
Oh, I'll be right in the middle of them, pointing in direction.
Yeah, just bring. I would love. Yeah, definitely bring me and JC along. We'll definitely
Please
go check it
come.
out. JC's a big Oklahoma guy. He's a rancher as well at heart.
Well, I mean,
that'd be
the
Smokies here.
NFR started in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Remember, I have memories of when I was a kid. My dad would take me to the Nationals
For
final
sure.
rodeo, right? And,
Yep.
and that was a part of it. And then, just like any big event,
There's
Vegas
a lot of big
attracts it,
rodeo in
you know.
Oklahoma too. You got Guthrie.
Oh yeah, I grew up with rodeos. My one of my uncles was a roper. They went to the Nationals finals a couple times.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, those guys smoke weed, Tony, and they drink beer and they smoke weed.
So do some of their horses.
I never knew, right? I mean, being in the Reno has a really big rodeo, the Reno Rodeo.
yeah.
It's been happening for the past 100 years. There's a culture, there's definitely somewhat of a cannabis culture there when they come in town, especially now that it's legal up in North
For sure.
Nevada. But yeah, man, it's just, I just think it's, it's a very traditional, there's probably people right now motherfucking us saying like, oh, that's animal cruelty, da 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 da. I mean, I don't know, the difference back and forth, but I think it's a cool experience
Well, the way a
overall.
lot of it started was doctoring. I mean, the kef roping, that's one of the main ones that people talk trash about. But how do you think that started? It's from these ranchers going out and having to doctor their kevs. So they'd rope them, tie them down, give them their doctor, give their shots, whatever they needed, and then let them go.
Oh, really?
But some people could do it faster, and fortunately, a lot of my friends are very fast at it, so very successful.
And then became the competition.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's how it started right there.
You ever done that before?
I've never roped calves. I've seen it happen. I've ridden plenty of horses.
You think
but,
you think you could do it?
I don't.
Oh, we're gonna make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably not.
You don't think so?
Oh,
Well,
you can
I mean,
catch
after a
it.
little bit of practice, I'm sure that I can.
Couple times.
Three
couple
throws.
times.
Three throws.
Well,
I
should we
could
do
have you catch it.
a cannabis competition?
Absolutely.
Should we start one?
Absolutely.
You're going first, brother.
I'm down. We're creating the event right now. The
Take a
National
dab
Cannabis
first.
Rodeo.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Started here in Las Vegas. You got to be high while trying to rope a calf.
No, we'll put a dummy out at my golf tournament.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So
Yes.
let's talk
Let's-
about that.
yeah.
Right? So
Let's
speaking of new cannabis events, right? So
Oh, yeah.
You got one coming up.
I do. November 2nd.
I feel like this is a needed thing here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have kind
Long
of
time
tried
coming.
it.
Long time
right?
coming.
Haven't really put it in action, and I think you're the guy to do it, right? So
I'm on it.
what's going to happen here? What is it? November
2nd. Got a 10 a.m. shotgun. It's at Sienna Golf Course. Of course, we can't publicly consume at it, which is good, fine. You know what I mean? That puts their liquor license in danger, which
Sure.
I get it. But we're still going to get most of the dispensaries in town out there. I mean, of course, Culture and Cannabis is going to be there. Kalvara is definitely.
I think we're going to purchase one of the holes, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe jump in as a team, right?
Yeah,
so
jump in as a team.
I think it's just $500, right, for a foursome.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
4 guys, $125.
Scramble. So
I'm terrible at golf, but I'm out there.
it's still
Well,
fun.
it's a scramble, right?
It's scramble.
like
Yeah.
whoever
So you
has the
take
best shot.
ball.
Oh, nice.
Everybody shoots. You got 4 tries to get the best shot.
You really just need one ringer, and you're good.
One ringer, that's it.
You get one ringer, you're good.
Tyson also gets the award for best catchphrases.
I've been practicing for years.
Yeah. But the golf tournament, though, that's happening. You said November 1st.
November 2nd. It's on Saturday. Yeah, basically Halloween weekend. So
okay, yes.
come in costume if you want. I won't turn you away. I mean, it's going to be really cool. I mean, I see this thing going for a long time, maybe a couple of years. You know what I mean? But golfing's huge, and I mean, it's a great way to get out. I mean, you look at a golf round. That's what I've always looked at it as, is a 4-hour meeting.
Yeah,
I get one back in the day. I get a doctor or something out on the golf course. I got him for 4 hours.
Of course.
There's no way I'm not going to charm him in 4 hours.
That's
and
true.
if I can't, we just talk business 5 minutes, and then we just get drunk and play golf. You know what I mean? So,
regardless, it's a good day.
it's a great day no matter what.
Yeah, someone had told me one time in a meeting, like it's the idea, you pitch the idea on hole 1, and then by hole 18 they think it's a good idea because you've been talking to them for so long. And I haven't been a big golfer. I played football my whole life.
Oh yeah.
So I've dabbled here and there. I think I've maybe gone through 18 holes maybe 4 times my whole entire life, and it was miserable. But we're
gonna play with me, man. I'll show you how to play golf.
I gotta play with Tyson.
By no means am I gonna teach you to play golf, but I'll show you how to play golf.
Yeah, just how fun it is.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take a big old bag of weed and some booze and Calvaras, and if you don't hit it in bounds, if it goes out of bounds, who cares? Drop with me. I'll be in the middle.
And Sienna's up in Summerlin, right?
Up by Summerlin, yeah. It's off 215. It's a beautiful course.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful course, and I didn't know if they were going to let me do it, so I kind of casually dropped comments on the pro a couple times. I'm like, hey, what about doing a cannabis golf tournament? We've been doing it for the alcohol companies for years. Times are changing. And I was like, you just opened the door. You may not be able to close now. So I stayed on them, and I may be doing it too soon, but I think we can pep it up in a month.
No, I think it's a great idea. I mean, Budweiser has been doing they used to do the huge golf tournament out here where, there'd be like casino girls at each hole pulling the thing, and then each hole would be like a different drink, a shot. So I think it's a really, really good idea, man.
My visions for this thing are insane, I promise. 5 years down the road.
Gonna be massive.
And hopefully, surely we'll be federal by then. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I literally want to have dab stations like on the closest to the hole. You have to take a dab before you hit your shot if you want to enter the closest to the hole or the hole in one hole. I just think it'd be
or like a girl on the cart or a guy on a cart. What's it called? The carts that come
Caddies.
out. No, the beer carts.
Beer carts.
Oh yeah.
But it's a dab cart or like a joint cart. That'd be super sweet.
I love it. See, we need to brainstorm more.
Yeah, dude. Well, after this meeting, I'm starting to feel this Cavalera a little bit.
I'm starting to feel
They
it
kick
too.
in quick.
They do kick in quick.
I think I've had 3 of them too.
I want to talk about this really quick. So it's like you started the Cavalera, you're starting the golf tournament, right? And you're already thinking 5 years ahead, right? And the golf tournament, I think you just kind of got it all locked down. It's already going to happen in a month, right?
Yes,
It doesn't scare you, right? You're the type of guy that just
it's stressful, but it doesn't scare me.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Like, what gets you going? Like, what makes you the type of guy to be able to jump in a situation, create things, get the ball down the field, right?
Yeah.
Not really be bothered by the fear. What is it on the other side of creation that keeps you doing it over and over?
It's probably just how I grew up. So I've never really been scared of anything. Cobras, I don't like cobras. Those are creepy. You know what I mean? But other than that, I've just never lived with fear. Of course you fear losing family and stuff like that, but as for anything else, I've always been just balls to the wall, and I need missions. You know what I mean? Like if I don't have a mission, I get bored. And if I get bored, then I get dangerous. So I just gotta keep out missions no matter what, whether it's laundry or throwing up fucking golf tournament. I want missions to do, and that just keeps me going in a straight line.
Yeah.
It really does. Of course, it'll stress you out, especially throw deadlines on yourself. It's not like we don't already have 50 different deadlines, but
Is it worth it?
Absolutely. The last golf tournament I did was for Chris Kyle. The Chris Kyle Memorial.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And I did that in Texas, and we raised 80,000, I think, 70 or 80,000, and the coolest part is like every team you had to have a veteran on your team or an active military. And if you didn't, you weren't playing, your score didn't count. I mean, you can still play in the tournament. We'll take your money, of course, but it's all nonprofit, you know, it's all going to charity, but score didn't count. And I think we had 20-something Navy SEALs in the tournament.
Wow.
I mean, it was, and that's the feeling I got from that tournament, and just of course, I didn't get thank yous from everybody, but the ones I did counted. You know what I mean? I had a bunch of guys come up that have some of the craziest war stories you've ever heard, you know, and I mean, they're almost breaking down in tears, like, thanking you, you know, like, man, this is one of the coolest things I've ever done. So absolutely, I want to flip it, not near as emotional, but we're going to have a good time, you know, and I want to do it right. Eventually, I mean, I would definitely want entertainment out there and the meals, and I'm still piecing it together, but we're going to have food, and we're going to have golf, and we're going to have fun, for sure.
I'm stoked.
I'm hyped already.
Oh, that's going to be good.
I can already see it in my head. Tyson out there in this plaid, swinging this golf course, ripping a Kalvara right after, hit a hole in one.
I hope. I've never had one.
But, yeah, you know what, Tyson? I don't want to keep you here too long, my man. I really appreciate you coming on. You want to plug anything? Obviously, you have your golf tournament on November 2nd at Siena. Definitely check that out. Details will be coming out. We'll be sharing, posting about it. We'll be buying a hole, be playing, so definitely check that out. Kalvara, go to your local dispensary. If they don't have it, ask for it. Really great product, super inventive, very, very different. Anything else you want to plug?
Thank you guys for having me. Enjoyed it. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. And so, this is the Culture and Cannabis podcast. Thank you guys all for watching. Our next event is going to be on October 12th, right? October 12th at the Grand Citrus Pool. We have a special guest coming for you guys. It's going to be super dope. Kalvara will be there with a bunch of other brands.
Last show of the year.
This is the last one?
Yes.
Last one of the year, guys. Last one of the year, guys. And then we got some special stuff in the works for you for next year and the end of this year. So stay tuned what's going on. Make sure to check out Kalvara on Instagram. Full-Time Toady, a.k.a. Anthony Lee. This is Jason Coates, Tyson Burkett. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.